Ram's small truck won't wimp out with a unibody. Let's look into this. Their small truck is going to be sub 40K. It's considered a mid-size pickup, which would put it on par with the Colorado, the Canyon, and the Ford Ranger. So this is a mid-size, not a mini. So this is not comparable to the Maverick, guys. Which the Maverick itself is a... Just saying that they are looking into it. All right. You know what? I was going to cover this last week. Let me cover it right now since they got it up. This... Guys, this is... We know what EVs are. We know the range on them. This is all hype and propaganda. Every bit of it. There is nothing in this new... And I will not play the sound. Because something like this, if I played the sound, it's going to get me copyright stricken. But this here is trash. You couldn't give me one of these.
What? What the fuck?
Look at all the technology in it. All this is designed for people who want the connectability to the truck. Reliability goes down when you buy vehicles like this. And the reason the reliability drops is because they sacrifice reliability, range, and everything else that's important to a vehicle for comfort. 3 different screens, that's what they're advertising. Also, this going on here with this shirt and the attitude, this is to try to drive people into wanting to buy it. But it should drive you in the opposite direction. This screams, I'm trying too hard. Ford Lightning was a failure. Still is a failure. And Chevy's EV Silverado, yeah, these are all failures, guys. So if you think Ram will do any better, you're wrong. And just because Stellantis still owns the company, they're not going to give up on this EV. When it comes to EV, this is the benchmark right here. But the mileage and the range on it sucks so bad, I'd never own one. Repair costs are through the roof. This is what happens when we buy EVs. All right, so now that I covered that, let's continue down here. This, as a mid-sized truck, dude, even I'd consider buying this. I would wait until it's been out for 2 years, and I'd buy a used one, very low mile, less than 30,000 miles, used one. But if it came with the extended cab setup like that, if it came with the body style like that, and it looked almost pretty much identical to the Colorado or Canyon, they're going to have a home run with this truck. They're going to appeal to that middle market that were buying the half tons because that was the smallest truck they could get. I'll put it this way right now. I know I'll be hitting this button if they release this truck just like this, but if they do, they're going to sell a ton of these.
Well, I sure hope somebody picks up that phone, because I f***ing called it!
If they build this truck just the way we see it, with very little modifications beyond this, they're going to sell a ton of these trucks. This is the market that people are after. And honestly, the extended cabs are more sought after than the quad cab. I hate to say it. The quad cab, the four-door crew cab mid-sized trucks are just not where it is, because you're sacrificing box for the cab. And that's what it is. All of the ones that have the four doors have a shorter box. That is to keep it at a certain length of the truck. When they go to the extended cab, they can give you the bigger box. This is why I was looking for one like this. But then again, the prices are too high for the body style that I want currently. I need to wait a few years before I can buy the one I want. But all the ones I've been looking at happen to be a four-door because that's all they make. Both Ford and GM have stopped making the extended cabs. If they made the extended cab, they would sell a ton of them. I'm calling it right now. Looks like they're going to do a price range of about $35 to $50K. At $35, you're going to be base model, base accessories, and it's going to be pretty stripped down. At $50, you're going to get a fully loaded with leather, the whole 9 yards, everything done up real nice. The only thing is that to pay $50 for a mid-size, you are in the ballpark of the Z71s and the Platinum Ford Rangers. You're not near Raptor territory by any means, and they could do a TRX version of this, which would push this probably closer to 70. So that's about all we're getting right now. It's saying that the plant is going to start production in 2027. That is a long ways out, guys. That's a long ways out. So a lot can change from now until then. And if they try to push these as EVs, people won't buy them. Stellantis needs to keep their hands off this. But I doubt they're going to. They're going to try to EV it.